In this episode, we are analyzing Donald Trump's statement that Iran is allowed to make a nuclear weapon after 7 years. And now this is all part of that Iran nuclear deal, which is also called as the JCPOA, the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. So what happened in 2015? A group of countries agreed to lift crippling sanctions on Iran, primarily to make Iran reduce its nuclear stockpile. The idea was that Iran should not have a nuclear weapon, so they would be allowed to use their fissile material for civilian nuclear purposes. They were also asked to stop producing heavy water nuclear fissile material from their Arak reactor. So there were multiple actions Iran had to make, and the world would continue lifting these sanctions and let Iran have a financially viable economy again. But Donald Trump has continued to criticize this deal. He said this was an extremely bad agreement made by Barack Obama, the former US president, and the rest of the nations. He said,
you know, in 7 years, that deal will have expired and Iran is free to go ahead and create nuclear weapons. That's not acceptable. 7 years is tomorrow.
When we look at what has happened on the ground, all these countries that have gone in, IAEA, who's carried out some 400 investigations, in fact 25 other spot checks as well, they've said that Iran is following through. It wants to be part of the larger global community. It is willing to stop its journey to making a nuclear weapon. Now, Donald Trump talked about the Israeli intelligence report.
Tonight, we are going to reveal new and conclusive proof of the secret nuclear weapons program that Iran has been hiding for years from the international community in its secret atomic archive. We're going to show you Iran's secret nuclear files.
So no, if anything, it's proven right what Israel has done today with the news conference. And Prime Minister Netanyahu just gave a very, I don't know if everybody's seen it, but I got to see a little bit of it. And that is just not an acceptable situation. And I've been saying that's happening. They're not sitting back idly. They're setting off missiles, which they say are for television purposes. I don't think so.
So in conclusion, the truth on the ground is that Iran has followed through with the agreement it made. Now, what Donald Trump is talking about is that the agreement was not comprehensive enough. It did not include ballistic missiles. It did not have a segment which talked about how Iran will behave when it talks to other countries. For example, how it was involved in Yemen or Syria for that matter. Now, that was not part of the agreement. This agreement was specifically on the nuclear area, and the rest of the nations who have made the agreement and have been involved in the inspection have said Iran has followed through. So the facts on the ground are very different from what the US president has been making statements about. So we have to be able to distinguish facts, fake or fiction, and continue following our episode. Log on to our channel and press the bell icon if you like these stories.